Did you know that 1 in 3 people admit to using manipulative tactics in their relationships? Welcome to our deep dive into the shadowy world of manipulation. It's a chilling statistic, isn't it? 1 in 3, a third of us, confess to weaving webs of manipulation within the confines of our relationships. This isn't a fleeting, one-off occurrence. It's a persistent thorn in the side of our collective ethos. But what exactly is manipulation? It's a form of emotional bullying, a subtle form of control that often goes unnoticed until it's too late, leaving the manipulated party feeling helpless and confused. Now, when we discuss manipulation, it's important to note that it's not a gender-specific issue. Both men and women can be manipulators, and both can fall victim to such tactics. However, for the purpose of today's exploration, we're going to delve into a somewhat uncharted territory, the realm of women using manipulative tactics in relationships. It's a topic that is often overlooked, brushed under the rug in favor of more traditional narratives. The truth is, manipulation knows no gender. It's a human issue, a dark corner of our psyche that we must shine a light on if we are to understand it fully. When we talk about women as manipulators, we are not generalizing or vilifying. We are simply acknowledging that these tactics are used by some, not all women, just as they are used by some, not all men. So, why focus on women as manipulators? Quite simply, because it's a conversation that needs to be had. Society often paints women as the victims of manipulation, but rarely do we see discussions about women as the perpetrators. And that's what we aim to change today. Our journey into this dark reality of manipulation will not be a comfortable one. It will challenge our preconceived notions, force us to confront uncomfortable truths, and, hopefully, equip us with the knowledge to recognize and combat these tactics. Buckle up as we unpack 6 dark manipulation tactics women use to control their partners. First up on our list is a classic, the guilt trip. Ah yes, the guilt trip. It's an age-old manipulation tactic that's as effective as it is subtle. Here's how it works. The manipulator, often someone close to you, uses your sense of responsibility, empathy, or compassion to influence your decisions and actions. Let's paint a picture. Imagine you're planning a night out with friends, and your partner says something like, "I guess I'll just stay home alone tonight." Suddenly, you're shouldering an unnecessary sense of guilt, altering your plans to alleviate this feeling. That, my friends, is a guilt trip in action. Guilt trips can be more than just a passing comment, though. They can be systematic, pervasive, and deeply ingrained in a relationship. It's a way of maintaining control, and it's often used to keep the balance of power skewed. Remember, guilt trips are a favorite tool in the manipulator's toolbox. Next, we delve into the insidious world of gaslighting. This manipulation tactic is a form of psychological warfare, designed to make you question your own reality. Imagine an artist subtly changing the colors of your world, brushstroke by brushstroke, until the vibrant hues you once knew are replaced by a muted palette of confusion and self-doubt. That's gaslighting. It can be as simple as denying things that have happened, or twisting conversations around to make you feel like you're in the wrong. For instance, someone might say, "You're overreacting," or "That didn't happen," effectively rewriting your reality. The effects of gaslighting on mental health can be devastating. It can lead to anxiety, depression, and a crippling lack of self-confidence. It's like a parasite, slowly eating away at your sense of self until you're a hollow shell of the person you once were. Gaslighting is a dangerous tactic that can leave lasting psychological scars. Third on our list is the deceptive practice of love bombing. Now, love bombing is a manipulation tactic where a person is showered with excessive affection, compliments, and attention, often early in a relationship. It's like a bombardment of love, hence the term. This may sound like a dream come true, but here's the catch. The love bomber uses this tactic to gain control. Once they've swept you off your feet, they subtly start manipulating your actions and decisions. You find yourself trying to maintain that initial level of affection, often bending over backwards, not realizing that you're being controlled. For instance, your partner might shower you with gifts, compliments, and romantic gestures at the start. But soon, they may use these gestures to make unreasonable demands, knowing you'll be more inclined to fulfill them. The excessive love can blind you to their manipulative behaviors, and that's the danger. Love bombing can make it difficult to see the manipulator for who they truly are. Our fourth dark tactic is the silent treatment. This method is a subtle yet powerful tool in the manipulator's arsenal. Imagine you're in a disagreement with your partner, and suddenly they stop communicating. They're physically present, but emotionally, it's like they've disappeared. It's a chilling silence, designed to make you feel uneasy, guilty even, for no apparent reason. The silent treatment works by creating a vacuum, a void of communication that you're instinctively driven to fill. You start questioning your actions, your words, even your worth. The manipulator stays silent, pushing you further into self-doubt and desperation. This is their control lever. They make you believe that you're at fault and that you need to make amends. Psychologically, it's an emotional roller coaster, causing stress, anxiety, and a sense of isolation. Remember, communication is the lifeblood of any relationship. The silent treatment suffocates this vital flow. The silent treatment is more than just a silent war, it's a weapon of control. Fifth on our list is the manipulator's favorite, playing the victim card. This tactic is as cunning as it is destructive. Here's how it works. The manipulator portrays themselves as the innocent party, the one who's been wronged, to divert attention from their own actions or mistakes. Let's paint a picture. Imagine a woman who, after a disagreement with her partner, manages to twist the situation and paint herself as the victim. She might say something like, "How could you hurt me like this?" Or, "You always make me feel so small." In reality, she's the one who started the argument, or made the offensive comment. By playing the victim, she effectively shifts the blame onto her partner, making him feel guilty and apologetic. But this tactic can have a devastating impact on a relationship, leading to feelings of guilt, confusion, and even self-doubt in the manipulated party. Playing the victim card is a manipulator's way of shifting blame and gaining control. Finally, we have triangulation, a tactic that introduces a third party into the mix. This is a manipulation strategy where the manipulator uses another person or situation to influence their partner's behavior or perceptions. It's like stirring a pot of soup with a third spoon. An example could be a woman subtly comparing her boyfriend to an ex or a perfect friend, instilling a sense of competition and insecurity. The manipulator might say something like, "My ex used to do this for me all the time," or, "You know, my friend's boyfriend never forgets their anniversary." These comparisons can lead the person on the receiving end to feel inadequate and strive harder to meet the manipulator's standards. Triangulation can have a devastating effect on a relationship. It can sow seeds of doubt, breed insecurity, and create an unhealthy competitive environment. Ultimately, triangulation can sow distrust and confusion, strengthening the manipulator's control. Let's recap the 6 dark tactics we've discussed today. We kicked off with the guilt trip, a calculated move to make you feel responsible for someone else's actions or emotions. Then, we delved into gaslighting, a deceptive tactic designed to make you question your own reality and sanity. We moved on to love bombing, an overwhelming display of affection and attention designed to manipulate and control. Following that, we examined the silent treatment, a form of emotional abuse used to punish, manipulate, and control. We then talked about playing the victim card, a manipulative move where the person makes themselves the victim to gain sympathy and control. Lastly, we looked at triangulation, a tactic where another person or thing is introduced into the relationship dynamic to create confusion and distraction. Remember, knowledge is power. By recognizing these tactics, you can protect yourself and cultivate healthier relationships.